Hey Diamonds, what's going on? Welcome back to Diamonds in the Rough, where diamonds are made out of pressure. Let's get it. On this channel, we inspire, we motivate, we educate, because that's just what we do, right, Diamonds? We help each other out of that rough and we rise together. Now, let's get into this video, Diamonds.
Kelly don't want no drama. Ay. Lost the brightness in the dust. Ay. Who would have thought we pawned this diamond in the rough? Ay. Used to vibing, utilize to the bloodstream.
So today, Diamonds, I wanted to come up here and talk to you guys about resolving trauma, getting over trauma. It's very important. You know, a lot of people go through different kinds of trauma. There's childhood trauma, there's relationship trauma, there's self-hate trauma. There is so many traumas that a person can be going through and not even know it. And you know, Diamonds, in order to be a shining, bright diamond, you have to get rid of all these negative things that are going on in your life. And in order to do that, Diamonds, we must heal. We must uncover the things that are stressing, depressing, making us feel down about ourselves, making us feel helpless, and then the sense of fear as well. So important and inevitable that you find who you are, find out what is, crashing your life and bringing your life to a halt, right? So, because we want to live our best lives, like I believe that it's time. So starting today, we're going to release or at least learn how to release these traumas. So Diamonds, holding on to negativity can severely devastate your life, and especially the negative past, which a lot of us may have. Like a lot of us have been through a lot and went through a lot in our childhood to the point that it could be carried on into our adulthood. And Diamonds, if we don't release these things, these negative past of ours and stuff, we will continue to feel guilty and depressed and aggravated. We will continue to feel disconnected from the world, disconnected from our loved ones. We will be angry at people, even the people that don't even know you. And I believe that's why a lot of people are the way they are now. And it's because of the fact simply they didn't heal. They just tried to get over the trauma and have been desensitized to the trauma, meaning that they were pushed into getting over it so that the next day they can go on about their lives. And that's not how you heal. Like, for an example, Diamonds, my grandma passed away when I was 8 years old, and nobody told me what happened to her. They just said she's dead. And we have to get ready to go to her funeral, and this and that, right? But didn't nobody ever tell me, well, your grandma passed away from such and such. And being that my grandma was like my best friend, I heard it from that. Like, I'm talking about a lot of years of being depressed, a lot of years of hurt, because I never knew what it was that happened. And so back then I didn't have anybody to talk to about it. So I held it in and I was angry and I was upset at everybody. And some of my family was like, well, she's gone now, move on, get on with your life, this and that. No, I needed to heal properly. I needed some days off of school. I needed some time. And these days, people think you're supposed to go through some things and just get over it like that. And that's not being a human being. As a human being, we have feelings. We're not robots, we're not that. You didn't have the time, the place, or the people around you, the support to help you get over your traumas, your devastations, your letdowns. I get it, diamonds. But today we are healing. And in this video, diamonds, I will teach you how to develop having resilience in your life. I will teach you how to improve on your coping mechanisms. You understand? Because no longer will you or I go throughout life with feeling down about ourselves or anybody. Because, diamonds, we're in this together, whether you know it or not. Diamonds, the coping mechanisms that I will teach you will promote the growth that you need, will help you mature in life, will keep you from going to see a therapist. Therefore, you can keep that money and go do something way more important with it, with your loved one. Someone who gets paid to tell you about your life, who knows your life better than you do. All you have to do, diamonds, is heal. A lot of those people don't even know what you're talking about. They go and read it in a book and think that they know you. That's not what it is. This is real life experiences. This is real life experiences that I've went through and had to keep going through until I learned it. And I'm just here to give you the jewels, diamonds, because that's just what we do. You understand? I don't want to see the next person go through the things that I went through when I know I can help. I've lived the life of an abusive childhood. I've lived the life of my grandma passing away and my mother not being there since I was 4 years old. I've experienced where people around you want to just abuse you, and make you feel less than what you are. I have been through that and I've gotten through it. So I am a living testimony that you can do it too. You don't have to go throughout your life no more angry at the world. Because you already know my motto, diamonds. We keep on pushing. We keep on rising from out of that rough because we are diamonds. So are you guys ready to get over this stuff, this negativity, this corrupt mindset? Are you ready? Well, let's go. So this will help no matter what the trauma is. Understand, I don't care if it's abuse trauma, neglect trauma, whatever trauma. And always remember, diamonds, you're not the only one that goes through traumas. Everybody in the world does. Just a lot of people keep it hidden on the inside and try to front for the gram as if they're just so happy and jolly. So just understand you're not by yourself. Okay? So let's get into these 4 ways of getting over your trauma. So number 1, diamonds, you have to go back for a second and remember that trauma. Like going through the feelings that you felt when you were going through that trauma. So if you need to get you a box of tissues and cry it out, then that's what you need to do. Laugh. Just, go through. If you were angry, be angry. Feel that feeling that you felt whenever that trauma hit you. And diamonds, make sure you do this in the own comfort of your space. I'm not going to say home because sometimes a lot of people can't be home and deal with things. But do it somewhere you won't be distracted and nobody can just walk in on you and interrupt, your session, because this is for you. You understand, like, you guys, for an example, I gave my son up for adoption back in 2019. Now, I did it for his own well-being, you guys, but that first few months to a year, I cried and cried and cried my eyes out. Okay? I didn't have nobody to talk to. Like I had family members saying, "Well, why did you do that? You could have came to us." No, I couldn't because when he was here, you didn't help. They tried to make me feel even more guilty than what I was feeling. But you know what, Diamonds? Even till this day, I'm still healing. Still. I knew what I did was for the best of him. You understand? I didn't want him out here with just me, and though I miss him with all of my heart, I know that where he is at, he is going to live the best life he can. Just would have been so selfish of me to know that I could have done something differently in order to make his life better than mine was. It's an open adoption, which means he's there. He has a mother, a father, and he also, if ever he needed to call me, he can. If ever I needed to talk to him, I can. It's an open. It helps me to heal. You understand what I'm saying, Diamonds? So that's just an example of trauma that we have to heal from. A lot of people think you're supposed to heal from things just like that. And again, that's wrong. Everybody has their own ways of getting over things and their own timing. Number two, Diamonds, understand and know that it wasn't your fault, that it's not your fault. Now, if you was the reason for the trauma, make sure you take responsibility. Make sure you go ahead and say, well, darn, it did have something to do with me. I was the reason for this trauma. For an example, like going back to my son that I got adopted, um, this would have never happened if I would have took responsibility and used protection, or my responsibility and not had sex out of wedlock. That wouldn't saying. So I've taken responsibility. I had to do what I had to do. Now I had to heal, and I'm still healing. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, you guys. You know, diamonds wasn't made overnight. Just always remember that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys, number three. I don't want to keep you guys all day. So number three, Diamonds, practice mindfulness. What that means is you have to be in tune with yourself. You can't think that people will feel how you feel or know what you know. And focus on being aware without being judgmental towards yourself and others. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to relax the mind and the body in order to release and reduce stress. Like setting aside some time, probably about 5 to 10 minutes, in order to meditate, in order to feel the body and the mind, in order to feel the breath that you are breathing in, you know. Good job. Now, after doing one and two, now it's time to let it go. You have done the work. You have cried about it, laughed about it. You have breathed on it, prayed. You have done the work. You understand, Diamonds? That's all you had to do. And yes, you're still needing healing. No longer waste your time or your energy on those past regrets. No longer, Diamonds. Let's go. Now it's time to accept and to be in the present moment. There's nothing better. Meditate. Always give gratitude, especially to the highmost. Be grateful that He is working on you. Be grateful that you are coming back in tune with yourself, forgiving those back past traumas, even if it only happened a week ago. The longer you take to heal, the longer the regrets, the stress, the depression, the not feeling yourself, the hating everybody, the longer it will be in your life. And if we're trying to live our best life, we got to get rid of those traumas and all that bad negative energy out the way as soon as possible. Now, you guys, now that that's done, last but not least, number 4, diamonds. Yes, we're almost done. So please do not click off just yet. Make sure you go down there and subscribe to Diamonds in the Rough so that you can get all the videos that is needed for you to shine bright, diamonds. Because that's what we do, right? We rise up out of that rough and we keep it moving. Diamonds. So you must set your intentions, focus your attention, and fix your attitude. You have to be kind to others and yourself in order for this healing to work. And diamonds, stop it with the judgment. Stop it. Stop it with the gossip. So number 4, forgive and engage in self-care. Yes, you have done all the healing. Now it's time to forgive those that hurt you. Now it's time to let it go. Because when you say or do things that you know is not right, don't you want the high most to forgive you? So then put yourself in the shoes and just forgive. I know it sounds harder than it really is, but it's not. And diamonds, I'm not saying that you won't ever remember it. It's not going to ever come back in your head. But once you remember that you forgave them, then that's how you begin the process of healing. And instead of being mad at the world, now you have an opportunity to go and adventure life, to go see what it is that you really love and like. Go get involved with the community. Go do some volunteering. Go do something now that you're healed. You can help somebody else. Now it's time to go make new moments. You understand? Positive moments. Moments that you will always remember. And as you're doing those new experiences, those new grateful moments, that back in the past will slip away. Diamonds, remember, we don't become diamonds without going through things and conquering them, right? Because that's what makes a true diamond. And remember, we're always going to go through things. But that doesn't mean give up. That doesn't mean be angry. Go back to this video and heal again. Just next time, don't take long to heal like you did the last time. Now, until next time, diamonds, I see you guys later. Bye.